Good afternoon. Hope all is well with everyone. Happy New Year to you. I know there's been a lot going on this week, but obviously there's a lot of good news that's coming out, and I'm not one to hear to report it, but it's amazing what the power of prayer can do. But with that said, I'm all ears.
Coach, with all this going on elsewhere around the league, you got your guys in the meeting room, you see them on the practice field, especially after today, getting more good news. Mentally, do you feel like that really helped buoy them up a little bit? Do you feel like they're ready to go play a game?
You know what? I thought our guys were ready a few days ago, actually, and obviously we've all handled this a certain way, and just like when we talked as a staff, we wanted to be sensitive to the nature because everybody's going to handle it a different way. I think our staff, our head coach does, and this organization, we have the resources available. We have a clinician here on staff, and we open it up for discussion. And our guys understand exactly what took place, and indirectly we all are impacted and affected by that. But the thing that we do know as well is that we have to make sure that we stay the course. We're going to be sensitive to the issue, but also making sure that we're giving all the support that we can and getting on our knees and praying for a safe recovery for him and his family. And, you know, when it's all said and done, we can only control the things that we can control. So we're just making sure our guys are living in this moment right now, and the rest will take care of itself.
You ever been through anything or seen anything like that before, and then just when it happens, your reaction to that?
No, I haven't. And, I mean, I think I'm like everyone else. I've been playing contact football since the age of 6. And so never have I seen anything like this on the football field. I know some of us of age when Hank Gather's situation happened. So it just takes you back. It just gives you a different perspective on life. And it makes you thankful and grateful for all the blessings that we have, but also, too, just to acknowledge that there is a human element of this because, you know, we got guys that put on a Superman cape every week. And when it's all said and done with, I mean, we all breathe in, you know, the same air and try and just do things the right way and give ourselves a chance to be happy every day. And it's unfortunate that this situation happened, but I think one thing that you can take out of it is just it's amazing how when everybody comes together for a good cause and pause and not look at each other for whatever way, you know, it's amazing how things happen. And it's just been amazing watching this unfold.
Coach, I'm curious, when you see that happen, not even just that situation, but just a normal football game when it happens to one of your players, how are you all able to compartmentalize and, to stay focused on the task at hand when something, whether it's that particular situation in Buffalo or Cincinnati or if it happens to one of your players where they go down and you expect the players to come right back and continue doing on the work?
I think it's tough because you're kind of asking two different questions. That situation, I think, is totally different when a player is hurt. You never want to see a player lay down. That's always tough. You never want to see a player injured. And just like anything and everything in this profession, the only thing we want to see a guy, go, hey, he's thumbs up or whatever. You want to make sure that that guy is okay. I think that situation is a little bit different because of the issue that took place. And but as players, you and coaches, you've learned to compartmentalize everything to whereas you have to move on because life is going to continue. And now, compare and contrast to, a very delicate situation like my son. I have a kid that's mentally and physically disabled. Nobody ever gives you a handbook on how to parent and how perfect it's going to be. And you never know all the issues that you're going to have to deal with. And so sometimes life deals you certain things, and you have to learn how to handle and control that particular moment and handle that situation moving forward. So it's a part of life, and you realize that, hey, there's certain things that happen that are very, very delicate situations, and you try and handle all of them appropriately at that particular time.
Coach, understanding the game here pales in comparison to what's going on in Cincinnati. For the team, how much do you need to see a clean complete game for your offense so you gain some confidence heading into the playoffs?
You know what? I'm still looking for us, because obviously we're striving for perfection in order to achieve excellence. We're not there yet. But I will say this, there was some positive that came out of that game. And I know it's hard to pick from, but I thought our guys hit a lull in that game. But you know what I appreciated that we did? We did an outstanding job of staying together, and then we just played through it. And it didn't impact us. We didn't allow it to mentally get us down. That was the thing that stood out to me. And, you know, that was growth. And those are the things that you're looking for. Obviously, number-wise, you always want to play up to your best. The thing is, sometimes life happens, and sometimes we got to deal with it in an appropriate way. I like the way the guys hung together. I like the way they weathered the storm, and I thought we did a great job, and I'm going to say this, of dragging our ass across the finish line when we needed to do so.
Is it sometimes frustrating, sorry, Dan, when it's sometimes frustrating, though, it seems like you play your best offensive ball when you get down, like you did the third quarter, or then, like, you know, 3 of the past 4 games, with the exception of the Seattle game, that seems to be the case. It's just you guys just kicking into gear. I mean, I know it's a great thing that you're coming back from a deficit, but it's also, why did you keep your foot on the pedal?
Because you want to put consistent behavior on tape. And so when you're not playing as well, you always want to try and figure out why aren't we playing well. You know, but yes, it is a testament to the men that we have and the character of the people that we have on this team that we can find a way to pull ourselves out of it and be at our best when our best is needed. But obviously, we want those guys to play with that same energy, that same enthusiasm, and utilizing the same fundamentals throughout that time, you know, because we feel there's still a lot left on the table for us to put on tape. But for whatever reason, it's not happening. But the thing I'm proud of is that these guys are finding ways to stick together, to grow together, and I think it's helping us, it's helping to define our character as we continue to grow.
Coach, I know Patrick, if he has a great game this weekend, will probably clinch the MVP, but as a former running back and someone who calls the plays, do you feel like you get away from the run game too often and too much? Sometimes in the latter games, put yourself in a situation where you always have to pass?
So you got to understand, I've been a part of the running back club my whole entire life. I think my card got revoked a long time ago when I started coordinating, and we started throwing the ball around. So, yeah, do I feel like a sellout sometimes? Yes. But here's the thing. Obviously, we're always going to put our guys in the best situations possible. And let me just say this. That Denver defense is pretty good, okay? Those guys did a heck of a job up front. But sometimes you just want to make sure that we're giving ourselves to be at our best when our best is needed, but also giving us the best opportunity to be successful, you know. And obviously, yes, do we probably need to run it more? Yes, we do, okay? I'll be the first to say that. But on top of that, we just want to make sure we're doing everything under the sun to put us in position to be successful.
Couple more. Last one. Thanks, everyone.
All right, you guys take care. Thank you.